So I wanted to document my experience on my first Vipassana course that I did in June. I did it in end of June, beginning of July, and I cannot I cannot put it into words how it has actually changed my life. Just to give some context, a few months before this, like basically since last June 2024, I had some stuff happen in my life which had brought me literally down to my knees in the worst ways possible. Um, I was I was into so much darkness, so much despair, so much pain. I cannot even put it into words. There were days I did not want to wake up the next morning, and it was just a very challenging time in my life. Um, Back in 2024, there were a few, not a few, but a lot of good things also that came out in 2024. But the things, the darkness that I was dealing with was consuming. It was all consuming, and I had no idea how to actually get to the other side of it. And I was so fortunate that I had some super amazing friends who stood by me through those dark times and who actually gave me a lot of strength and wisdom, checked on me, and would just listen to me talk for hours on the exact same topic or the exact same issue, and who were just there for me, like even if they could not like help in any ways, but they were just there for me. And that's when the idea of Vipassana is planted like a seed in my mind, that one of my like best friends was like, Himali, you need to do Vipassana. And like and so many things I would like describe and share, and like he would present Vipassana as the one stop all solution to all the problems in my life. Like I was so confused about what I wanted in life, where did I want to live, what I wanted to do for work, and I was having all these like existential crisis questions. And my friend would always tell me that this is what you need to do, and I used to like hear it so much to a point that I used to get annoyed that like I just don't get it. Why is this like, why are you presenting this so much so that I'm getting irritated? And I feel like, I don't know, like you're like presenting to me some magic solution. And then I had another friend of mine who was like a extremely calm person, who I would like get surprised how can someone be so calm and so like chilled about life and not be like reactive and stuff. And like in getting to like have more conversations, I got to hear that this friend of mine had actually done like a Vipassana course. And so I was intrigued and asked a bunch of questions. And like this friend of mine, his mom had done like two Vipassana courses, and he had also done it. And he said it's very useful and beneficial, and he like chimed in about like the benefits. But he was not like kind of like pushing me like the other friend. But the other friend of mine who was like genuinely pushing me to do it was someone who actually left Vipassana midways. He, I think, left on day 6 or something. So I was like, someone who's not even completed it is like pushing me so much. I don't know. Like, then somehow I was in so much pain and so much darkness that anything that gave me even like the slightest ray of light, I wanted to like grab onto it, or I wanted to run towards that, right? Even if it was like 0.0001% light, because there's just so much darkness in life. And that's what I was trying to do. That like in since November, I was trying to find like dates for Vipassana in the city I live in. And I really had my eyes set on like the end of year dates, like December 24 to 4th of January, which was like perfect for me because I actually had like days off during the whole Christmas break, and I could not travel anywhere because my passport was under process, and I was just stuck at home in the cold winter here. And I tried so much. I tried so hard. I tried to contact the center that, hey, like, I just wanted somewhere to go to escape. I actually told them that, okay, like, even if you put me on waitlist, and they said, even the waitlist is full. So I said, okay, like, and just enroll me as a volunteer. I just want to come there. And they were like, you cannot come here until you've like done a full course. Like, you cannot serve as a volunteer. And I was like, oh my God, this place is so weird. And I was like, okay, fine. And then I had my eyes really like set, like, okay, now I need to be very careful whenever the next dates open up. So I think there's a date in February that was opening up, and I had put an alarm for like 6 a.m. that morning when the registration, like 5:55 or something, and then 6 a.m. it was starting, and then I applied for it. I got in, but somehow due to some incidents, I was not able to make it to the February date in my city. So again, like, I think I was not being called at that exact time. Like December, it didn't work out because I was late for the registration. February also, like, I had a confirmed registration, but due to some other things in life, I could not like make it. And then I was like trying, like, I was gonna take some time off and travel. So I tried to find a center which has like dates available in the next coming months in Europe. I was like really set on doing it in Switzerland for some Switzerland or Spain or some other like, country, because I could like travel very easily. So I tried applying to every single center in Europe. And somehow, like, I just did not get any dates anywhere. And obviously I needed to have that figured out in advance, the registration, because I have to like book travel and like all of that itinerary and stuff. So that also did not work for the next few months. And I think all of these details that I'm telling you, that all of these registrations that I was trying to do, like, I think I must have done at least like 15 registrations at different centers. Like, I think Spain had like 3 um courses upcoming, and I think I applied to all of them. Sweden, and I don't know which all countries I even applied to. It was definitely Switzerland and so many other countries, right? But even Norway I applied to, but I never got into any of those. And I was like, okay, this is just maybe not for me. And then I also kept an eye open on the course, the next course in my own city, and then that was going to be in June. So again, like, I put an alarm quite a few days in advance to prep me that, okay, this day, 5:55 a.m. I need to wake up and like make sure I register. And I did that for June. And luckily I just got in. I was so thrilled about it. I was very, very happy about it. I was genuinely looking forward to it. And so then I think a lot of things actually happened which were like, stepping stones being kept for me at the right places at the right point in time. That I found some other healing, some other healing techniques and some other healing, you know, I don't know what to call it, but like some other alternate healing methodologies which I tried, or I wanted to try, because I was so desperate. I was so broken that I genuinely needed to try anything that would work. So I said, okay. In February, I think I tried like one healing modality, and oh my God, I cannot describe how beautiful an experience it was, because I was in so much pain. I actually cried a lot, and coming to the other side of it, I felt like a new renewed sense of calm and peace. And it was just beautiful. It was just magical and perfect. And it did not like elevate my darkness or anxiety and sadness and the like all these emotions that I was feeling, but it just made it a little easier for me to deal with it. And it made me take one step which I would never have otherwise been able to do, um, if I hadn't like healed myself. Like, even if it was just like 5% or 2% or 1%, I don't know, I cannot quantify it, but I would not have been able to do it. So luckily, February healing started and all of that stuff. I got busy with work, and again, I actually liked the healing that it brought me. So I tried to do it. I tried to continue or keep up with the healing modality, the technique, over the next few months until like June. And like I would take these therapy sessions, and they were working for me. uh, Even if it was like the slightest, sometimes I would be very overwhelmed with something, and somehow like I found a renewed sense of strength to deal with those things. So again, I'm giving these backdrops because like all these little things that happen in your journey before you actually end up for your Vipassana retreat, they're so important. Everything is connected. So yeah, through from I think end of April, from February, beginning of February till I think end of May, I was on this journey where like little by little, like sometimes I'd be super stressed with work, and then somehow I'd get some insights on how to deal with it. And I could like carry on for the next few weeks, and then again as like continuously on this journey, and then about some other things in life, and then I would like again get some fresh like strength, renewed sense of strength to deal with that like little thing, little tiny area in life. And again, this was like very very small, very incremental thing, like going from 0.0001 to 0.0000125, something like that, right? I cannot quantify it. I'm just trying to like illustrate how I was feeling. And every time, every each of these steps I was taking made me feel a little better, a little brighter, a little like happier in life. I started like documenting a lot of my life on YouTube, and I was like feeling really happy, positive, glad, excited. And I think it was working in my favor. And again, I think this continued for like a few more major breakthrough sessions, which genuinely were very helpful to me. But still, I wouldn't say it completely transformed me. But I felt so much lighter and brighter about life. It was like day and night difference, but it was not fully like light yet. It was bright, but it was not like full on sunshine, right? So then again for June, so again, like I'm coming towards June and things are going well. My therapy sessions are working, and I'm starting to feel like the fog being lifted off, and I'm feeling like joyous and stuff. And again, I had some personal circumstances due to which I could not continue those sessions for like the healing for the next like couple of weeks, months, and stuff. So I was very anxious about it. I tried to find every possible way I could continue, but somehow like things were not like looking that I could continue. So again, I was like very anxious, very like sad about it, but I was like it's fine. And things so turned that I could not even attend the June course in my own city, uh, where I actually got enrollment in Vipassana after so much struggle, after like all these months of like scouting for Vipassana dates, right? It was so like I don't know, I was in so much like two minds that I don't want to do anything else. I just need this. I really desperately need this. So I would have actually cancelled every other plan in my life to do this. But then luckily I actually tried to apply for the course, the Vipassana dates in different other cities again. And one of the centers put me on waitlist, and again I had like to book travel arrangements and stuff. So obviously the waitlist wouldn't work for me, because if like I was on waitlist, I cannot like do the last minute tickets and like everything. So that again didn't work out. But then somehow very magically, extremely like so lucky, I like touch wood for that, I got a confirmed date in the exact dates I wanted, in another center where I could actually travel this time. And oh my god, I was so thrilled about it. I made all the plans for it. I was like so determined that this time, come what may, no matter what, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna like happen this time. and it did happen. So this was a retreat that I would not actually call it a retreat, but this was the shibir or the camp or the Vipassana course I went for. And before that, all of these courses that I applied and I couldn't get in were very essential for me, because they actually laid the foundation, the prepping ground for me to get the maximum advantage out of this course. And I went for it with little to no background about it. And I was actually telling my um, cousin brother about going for this retreat, and he was like, oh, I said I want to follow my curiosity and go there. And my brother, kind of in a very genuinely nice way, said to me that, oh, it has to be more than following curiosity. You need to actually have a plan, a goal, and believe that it's going to work for you. And he gave me all this pep talk, and I said, okay, I believe that it's going to fix my life, all my problems and stuff. But although I said it, but I don't know, I did not genuinely mean it. And then then comes a I actually genuinely had zero idea about meditation. And no matter how many times I had tried to meditate, I would maximum do YouTube guided meditations, and they actually helped me for in the past, a couple years back. But it was very surface level. It involved a lot of visualizations and stuff like that, and it would be a constant guided meditation, because me sitting alone with my thoughts for 30 minutes or an hour, impossible. Even before this, back in 2019 2020, I was going for another institution where there would be meditation retreats in my city on a weekly basis. But I could not sit there and actually meditate. I would sit there and they would be for an hour, and I would be lost in my thoughts and dreams and fantasy world, right? So I don't know, I didn't have a lot of high hope from this. Again, it's not that I didn't believe in it, I did believe it, but I don't know, I did not want to have very high hopes and then to have them broken or shattered. So I went in with a very open mind. I said, whatever it is, we'll see, right? Whatever comes out of it, I don't want to have an attachment to the outcome. And that's what I kind of try to do. That I was like, okay, let's just follow the curiosity and see how or where it takes. And then I went for the retreat. The center was super nice. I think I was amazed at how well maintained the center was. And I was kind of a little nervous about the arrangements, living arrangements and stuff like that. It was so beautiful, so perfect. I cannot emphasize, I felt so much gratitude in those 10-11 days I was there, that I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe someone has created such a perfect environment, such a perfect kind of, I don't know what to say, such a perfect experience for me. I felt overwhelmingly grateful for that opportunity. And the food was amazing. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how good the food was. I actually thoroughly enjoyed the food in those 10-11 days. Although it was very simple food, I actually just loved it. I would have multiple servings. And I know you're not supposed to get attached to food and stuff, but I let myself completely enjoy. And I didn't find adapting to the food or the timetable very hard. I would actually be a little late for the morning sessions, which was not nice or not ideal, the 4:30 a.m. sessions. But somehow I'd make it. And okay, so this was how I reached into Vipassana. And now I think I'll make another video where I actually talk about my Vipassana experience. But this was the backdrop of how I reached there, right?